What it is, y'all? It's your boy, Born Shining. I'm Born Shining, you're Born Shining, we're all Born Shining, and don't let anybody ever tell you otherwise. All right, so this one is going to be about what did I go through in this last few months? How did I get to this place that I'm at right now? But first, I want to give thanks as always to the universe, archangels, Jesus, the ascended masters, my spirit guides, spirit animals, my ancestors, and all the people who have contributed to me being here where I am at right now, even though we may not be talking or we might not cross paths ever again. I feel like everybody that I've met has made an impact on me, and I try to learn something from everybody that I meet. So, when I woke up, if this is your first video of mine, what basically my story, part of my story is in Lionsgate 8/8 of 2021. I woke up from a dream where I saw my own death. I was laying in a coffin and I had a flower on my chest. I don't know exactly what kind of flower. It's like purplish blue. But I woke up from my dream, and prior to that, I was having some health experiences. I wasn't really, and now I know why. I know they were doing like beauty spells and all kinds of other weird shit. I was under a lot of spiritual attacks. So I felt tired. I didn't feel like myself. I didn't feel as good as I do now. Um, my legs were kind of swelling up, and things weren't really. Uh, they were declining. I'll just put it that way. Things were declining physically. My physical health was declining. Stuff was not. You can see my teeth, like some shit. I was dealing with some shit. Anyways, so wake up from my dream. I get an intuitive hit to start watching tarot videos on YouTube, which is not really a normal thing for me to do. Prior to that, I don't think I really ever watched YouTube, only in the sense of like I knew that it was weird. It's like I trusted it, but I didn't rely on it. I don't know. Does that make any sense to you? Like, it's like I knew that it was real, and I knew that people could do it, and I understood how that could work. But then it did. But then on the other hand, it was like I didn't see how real it was. So, anyways, I go to watch the YouTube tarot videos, and I find out that these people are talking about me. And I mean, I'm a very logical. I can be logical. I can be logical. I can do both. I can operate. I can be logical, or I can be completely not logical. You know what I mean? Um, because both of those things exist. We have two parts of the brain. We have a logical and creative mind. So, you know, I recognize that. I want to be balanced. Anyways, um, woke up from the dream. I'm a logical person. Yeah, that's where I was going. I can be logical. My degree is in political science, international relations, comparative politics. My parents were in the military. Okay, they are not hippies. It's not anything goes. Peace, love, and light, and all that shit. It wasn't like that. So, you know, it wasn't something that I immediately. It wasn't like an automatic thing. All right. So I'm watching these videos, and I'm the kind of person that's like, I want to be very sure, okay? Because I know that psychology, it's really, it can, I mean, we're talking about the mind here. You need to be careful about what you give credibility to and who you let in here, because that's all you got, really, when it comes down to it, you know? Um, so I know that they're general readings. I know that there is a lot of people watching. I mean, you just go and look at the views, and there's like several thousand views. Um, so there's a lot of people watching. I know they're general readings, you know, um, but nevertheless, the videos that I was attracted to, uh, I felt like they were talking about me, and I didn't jump to conclusions. It wasn't like I watched one video and I said, "Oh, they're talking about me." Like, no, I watched a lot of videos, and I arrived at the conclusion that they're talking about me. And before I even committed to that thought, I decided that I would test my theory and I would start making decisions and I would start doing things to see if indeed if there was any feedback, if it was responsive. And so in these situations that I felt like they were describing, I felt like, okay, well, what harm could it do to make a better decision in my life for me and my children? So that's what I did. And what did you know? Things started changing. In the videos and the readers and the messages started changing like day to day. Um, and so, at that point, that's what the scientific method is all about. The scientific method is all about having a hypothesis, you test it, and you see the results, and then you go from there. And that's what I did. I tested my hypothesis, I got feedback, and I went with it because I'm a scientist. I'm a political scientist. So that's where I'm at. That's my truth. Is that I woke up from my dream, started watching YouTube tarot, and I realized that these people were talking about me. And now, what I realize is that I'm here for a purpose, not just to fuck off in some stupid menial part-time job. All right, working for not that it's not to say that it's not important or my children aren't worth working hard for. Okay, but a lot of people, they say, oh, like, when you have children, it's like, oh, your life is over. You know what I mean? I don't buy that shit, because that's not the kind of impression that I want to leave on my children. First of all, second of all, that gives the idea that, like, your children are a burden or some shit. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I want to be an inspiration to my children and to people. All right. And I don't think that children are a weight or baggage. All right. And if you see children as a weight or baggage, maybe you need to rethink where you learned that from. Okay. But I don't see children that way. But I know that that's a lot of people do. And so for me, when I had children, I never intended to give up my life for my children, because that's the lesson that they're going to get. And then it's just a cycle that's going to keep going. Besides that, I have aspirations and dreams and wishes and things that make me happy. So I'm not going to stop doing those things just because I have children. I want my children to see me having fun and enjoying myself and continually growing on an upward trajectory, because that's what I want my children to do. That's what I want for my children. I don't want them to follow a certain path except that it is their path. I want them to do what makes them happy, as long as it's healthy. And if I do what I need to do and I do it well, then we shouldn't have a problem with that. But I want for my children, I want to be an example for my children. It's very important to me to be an example for my children. I think children are amazing. I love my children so much. And I think, generally speaking, children are, it's like, from the top down, man, all the things that these people, the professionals and all of the experts and all of these kinds of things, all these people talk about, it's like they got it fucking backwards, man. I don't think they're experts as shit, other than making ridiculous claims and looking like fucking morons. All right, that's how I feel about it. Okay. um, but this idea that you got to give up your life and somehow do you got to turn into some kind of a slave just because you got to put food on the table. It's like, no, man, if you can't figure out what's important to you, and you don't have the drive to to continually improve yourself uh, for your children, all right, then we're gonna have some issues. Okay, somebody's calling me. I gotta take this call. Love you guys. We'll talk soon. Bye.